This digital story has been created with Sister Angela Mary, who is a 2009 inductee of the Queensland Business Leaders Hall of Fame.
I was 15 while walking in our field in County Clare in Ireland, where I was born. It came to my mind as clear as a bell that I would give my life to God. I've never retracted from that. In 1943, I left home for the convent, and my mother and father drove me there in the horse and trap. When I heard the sound of the horses' hoofs as they left, I felt, and I still feel, I would hear the sound of the horses' hoofs all my life. In 1947, I travelled on a troop ship to join the Sisters of Mercy in Brisbane. On the ship were Australian troops returning from the war, all excited about meeting their families again. My own sentiments were mainly feelings of loss. It took us 5 weeks to sail to Sydney, but it was only when I got into the train to Brisbane that I realized what I had done. I wondered why I had come all this distance. If I had had the wherewith then, I would have turned round and gone right back. I'm glad I didn't. I was a qualified school teacher, but within 6 months I was dispatched to the Mater, where there was a shortage of nurses. I was terrified at the thought, having no knowledge of hospitals or indeed of sickness. I simply kept all my clothes in my trunk, just taking out what I needed from time to time, believing that I would be found so unsatisfactory that in a short time I would be back teaching the sisters who had travelled with me. But that didn't happen. It took me some years to settle down at the Mater, but I soon grew to love the Mater and everyone connected with it. In 1966, I was appointed administrator of the Mater hospitals, a position I hadn't sought. I protested vehemently against this decision, as I had had no experience in management. I thought that this was carrying the will of God too far. In the early 80s, the political climate was completely opposed to helping those with HIV and AIDS. In fact, the Premier of the day declared that any illness suffered by such people was direct punishment from God and that no help should be given them. He said they should be quarantined, preferably on Peel Island. But the Sisters of Mercy were founded for the poor, the sick, and anyone disadvantaged. We knew our time had come to declare our hand. As the public face of the Mater at that time, I told the Queensland AIDS Council that I wanted to offer any assistance they needed and that we could provide. This began a long friendship with those men. I was the Mater administrator for 23 years, the executive director of Mater Trust in 1993, and served on the Mater boards for several years. These days, I am enormously comforted by the quality of the people who lead and work at the Mater. They keep the spirit of compassion, friendliness, respect for the dignity of each person, warmth, and a high standard of professionalism alive and well.